Emmanuel Lutamaguzi only found out that he had hepatitis B during a medical check for a routine job application. The positive results got him by surprise and complicated his new assignment at the job.
Calls me and he's like, my results are ready, I should come and pick them. So when I come to pick them, to my surprise, they tell me that I'm living positively with hepatitis. Hepatitis at that time is something that I didn't know much about, but I had a lot of stories about things to do with fake vaccines. So these were big stories that were hitting me hard, and I had to actually contain them and receive them. However bad the message was, I had to accept that I was living positively.
This inspired him to learn more about the disease. Hepatitis B no longer haunts him. He has transformed himself from survivor to helper of those who are like him.
I figured very many people were like me and didn't know what was actually happening in their life. And when I got to look for information, I realized very many people have not tested or people don't know their status.
Lutamaguzi was lucky to conquer his challenges at an early stage. He says unlike him, people who live positively with hepatitis B still have a number of challenges to overcome.
The people that live around us, they stigmatize us, they discriminate us. Sometimes there are even some jobs that you can't be enrolled on just because you are hepatitis B positive. We say that the treatment is there, but when you actually go on ground, these services are not there. So these services were put there at first, but then they have not been able to sustain. The government has not sustained these services.
Ahead of the World Hepatitis Day slated for tomorrow, Lutamaguzi has a plea to the government.
If it can make maybe something like a commission, a hepatitis commission, this commission will be very key in working on things that are mandated to it. For example, coordination of activities, awareness, the medication treatment, looking for more resources.
Dr. Charles Olara, the Director of Health Services at the Health Ministry, says they have taken tremendous steps towards fighting the prevalence of the disease.
The coverage has been at about 95% or greater since 2013. So as a result, the prevalence among the children between 0 and 14 is only at 0.6 as compared to that in adults, which is about 4.1. It's going to be a start of screening of all pregnant mothers. So we want to screen. So because the main form of transmission is from mother to child. So actually if we screen, and then if we screen and then the mother is positive, then the mother is put on treatment, and when the child is born, he should be able to receive a burst dose.
He adds that a lot could be achieved once the challenges they face are handled.
So did introduce non-reusable injection devices at all public health facilities. All these are meant as a method of really reducing the transmission. We are screening all donated blood against transmissible infections.
As the government strives to make the hepatitis services available, Lutamaguzi insists that the right information and awareness is what is needed to reduce the prevalence of the disease. Uganda has managed to screen over 23 million people of hepatitis B and provided vaccination for some 17 million. It is however estimated that 1.4 million people live with hepatitis B. Olivia Komgisha, NTV News.